so long our people have been disenfranchised on the money side of it that we don't necessarily understand what that is. To have money, to have generational wealth passed down to us. And so now if you don't have the money, you're not part of the conversation. So then if you don't have the money, you're not part of that conversation. Now can you protect yourself?
Right.
Do you have the caches, the weapons, and all that stuff to be able to do what you have to do? Most of the time we don't. That's what it's about.
Well,
I think we lost the feed.
Yeah, we did.
Keep going.
Even with that being said, I think this was part of that quote you read from Dr. King as well. He said, "No one man can create a riot. It is the language of the unheard." And that's the input that has impact. And like I say, I'm on the side of the liberators. You know what I'm saying? That's just the ugly part of the process in bringing about change. If I had a business, I wouldn't want my business to be broken into, and I would go down there and probably stand in front of it and do my part to ensure as much as possible that they don't ruin my place. But understanding this is what it is out here, man. In 2020, man, you got people out here, they're tired. Yeah. People are fed up. Yeah, you got this knucklehead, dumbass number 45 in office. He tweets about every fucking thing every day. He hasn't gone in about these cops, but he got the nerve to tweet some shit about Antifa, labeling Antifa as a terrorist organization for starting the riots. You guys to be fucking kidding me. You're mad at the looters, but not the fucking shooters? What world are we living in? This motherfucker is loony. He's off his fucking rocker, man. And the people that ride with him, too. He gives zero shits about us, our people. Their politics and policies dictate that. And like Banks just mentioned, if people don't get off their ass and go vote and be a part of the process after you cast your vote, stand on these people to ensure that they're doing what you elected them to do. Yeah. Because they'll get in and they know you're not going to be engaged after that vote is cast. They can go and do whatever the hell they want to do. And most of the time in our community, we're reactive instead of proactive. And by then it's too late. The deed is done. But you can vote these district attorneys in office, elect these mayors, and most politics, all politics are local. These and judges, yes. You know what I'm saying? You put people in office that share your same interests, that's a way of improving your community. It's a start. And if you're not a part of the process, and I guarantee you a lot of those people out there, and I hate to say this, but at least the rioters or the liberators, as I would call them, they probably don't fucking vote.
What you call them? Liberators.
The liberators.
Come on, they probably we're in a revolution. We're in a revolution,
and it won't be televised, good sir. But those people, man, they have to be a part of the process. They just can't be on that side of things. They have to learn how to be engaged in the process and help bring about change in a more civil way. Civil unrest is a part of it. But you have to come off of that. And I was glad to see today, man, how some people, they're starting to cover people in different cities that are changing the narrative. They're not just out
wait, we'll talk about that. We're going to pay some quick bills. When we come back, we're going to get into what Mike Bell talk about. So now this has happened. Can't make the change. How do we make the change moving forward, and what must we do as one African Americans and then also as citizens of these United States? We're going to pay some quick bills. Go ahead, Bell, what you got for us?
Yo, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in tonight to the No Name Podcast Show brought to you by King's Broadcasting Studios. We appreciate it. Once again, start that watch party. Call a friend, neighbor, co-worker. Text a friend, neighbor, co-worker. Let them know we're going in on this hot topic about George Floyd and the murder by that police officer, Sean. What was his name?
Derek Chauvin.
Derek Chauvin. Yeah, that guy. And that murderer. So we're welcoming your phone calls in the chat room. You can hit us up on the No Name line at 678
871
9602
678-871-9602, ladies and gentlemen, and express your thoughts and opinions and let us know how you feel out there. You know, this is a very touchy subject for a lot of people. You know, just share the show, tune in. We going in hard. Watch the other shows on the platform as well. You got 808 on the beat. You got Petty Sports. Join the page so you can be notified when the other shows go hot. We thank you once again. It's got me, man. It's as a black man out here, bro. It's shameful.
Yeah.
And you're raising black men.
Yeah, man.
You know, you got 2 sons. I have a son. You know, T Love has a son. You know, you got daughters.
Yeah, I got a son.
You got a son. Okay. So it you know, I saw a post this week that said when you're raising a black son, you pray a little differently.
Yeah.
You know, and these things that, you know, we grew up, you know, you kind of was, you know, you were aware of the police and so on and so forth. But I think, you know, we didn't ever feel like, man, you know, an encounter with the police, you may not get back home. You know, nowadays that's a real conversation. That's a real, you know, where you got to preface your kids when they leave the house. You know, my son is, you know, has his own car. He's driving. You know, getting ready to go off to college here in a couple of months. You know, that fear is real.
Yeah.
You know that, you know, you may get down the road and somebody sees this 6'3" shadow inside of a car on a dark night and be like, all of a sudden he a threat.
And then not only that, you don't want him to be, well, he might be going to one of his friends' house and you got a police. Oh, you in the wrong neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so part of that.
Just say you have to have certain stipulations on what you do because of the color of your skin.
We got a call coming in on the no name line. Who we got? You got the No Name Podcast Show. Hello.
You got Michael Bell Sr.
Hey, what's happening, Pops?
Hey, yeah.
What you got to say,
What's
man?
going on?
Hey, yeah, I'm on the side of the protesters. And as far as the looters and the destructors, I believe that is a part of the process. Back in my days, during the 60s and 70s, we demonstrated. You had Martin Luther King and the nonviolence. And I wasn't on that side. I was with Malcolm X back in those days. And you had similar situation. You had your radicals back in those days that did things too. So I do believe all of that is a part of the process to bring a change. I hate to see the destruction happens, and I hate to see that represent part of us doing that, but it is a part of it. It is what it is. So the change that needs to take place today, I think, is the young generation. Because you guys out here now, the young generation, you know, in my day, you know, we had to take a lot of crap because, you know, I grew up in segregation, Jim Crow era. So, you know, it wasn't so much we was limited. But in this day and time, this young generation, they ain't gonna put up with it. They're angry, and I don't want to say I'm happy to see it, but at least I know that this generation here, they don't care nothing about dying, demonstrating, going to jail, blah blah blah. You know, because they're tired. They didn't go through the struggle that I did. So when they see what they see with the segregation, with the discrimination, they have a short fuse to it. They're not going to put up with it. And it's a good thing. I happen to think it's a good thing. And I'm proud to see that the younger generation is rising up and stepping up to the plate.
All right. Appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Pops.
Very insightful, man. Thanks for the call.
Wow.
Appreciate it. And call anytime, good sir.
That's where you get it from.
Hey, take care, y'all. Y'all stay safe now.
Thanks,
All
sir.
right, you too.
All right. Peace out.
The apple don't fall far from the tree.
That's wonderful. That was just so wonderful to hear that. Thank you.
So yeah, so you know so now that you know we understand, and I think we all in agreement that it was murder. You know, they got an arrest of one of the 4 officers. Protests started, rioting started, peaceful and none, and also violent protests erupted all over the world. What's next? What's the next step? How do we move forward? How do we not allow all those that were, you know, unfairly murdered before Mr. Floyd and also Mr. Floyd's death? How do we not let that be just another T-shirt or another hashtag? How do we honor his life moving forward? What do we do to put change in place?
You know, I right after that happened, looking down my timeline on Facebook, and fathers will prepare their sons just in case something like that happens. So they'll have their son get down. He'll put his knee down the neck and say, hey, just relax and breathe. I ain't opposed to not doing it because these days you got to prepare your kids.
Yes,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And you can do and talk to your kids, and they can do everything right and still wound up dead.
Yeah.
In a bad situation. So it's back to like you were saying earlier, J-Bo. You never know what kind of cop you running up on.
Yep.
You know, whether they're having a bad day, whether they're racist pigs or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? The evidence lies with Michael Brown, Trayvon Martin,
Yeah.
Sandra Bland. You know what I'm saying? That Aubrey, Ahmaud Aubrey here in Brunswick. The list goes on and on and on. And I think one of the ways to bring about change is being a part of the process. Voting does matter. Get off your ass, go vote. And not saying that's going to solve everything, but it's a damn good start. You know, that's why they're doing things to keep you from voting. If you haven't noticed over the past 8 to 10 years, doing things to make it more difficult to vote. One of the most American things about being in America, having the right to vote freely for who you want to represent you, and they're trying to take that away at every time you look up. The right or the Republicans are doing something to impede your right to vote freely.
Right.
And
I encourage our black people, for those all that went downtown, got together to loot and tear up the place. Let's get together and vote.
Okay, yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
So mine would be more so on making sure you put pressure on your mayor, your city council to form a citizen review board that has some valid pressures and weight on the police department.
Yes.
So now part of this, we guys all, last night we saw the young couple, the recent Morehouse graduate and his girlfriend snatched out of the car and tased by City of Atlanta cops. Word got to the mayor very quickly via social media and some of the celebrities here. She reviewed the body cam. She and the chief of police determined that the actions of those cops were excessive, and they were terminated within faster than 12 hours. The young people were released.
Yeah.
All charges dropped. Understand that's how that works. When you start putting pressure on your political representatives to make things happen, and you have to put it into place. And a citizen review board is what that is. So now I don't necessarily have to feel the pressures of going to, right now, the way most police departments work, or municipalities work, to file a complaint, you have to go into the police precinct, get a form and or speak to the duty sergeant and then tell them what your complaint is. And they have to either write it down, take your complaint somehow in some form in writing, and then they pass it up. But when you go in, it's been documented, man, they make you feel like you're a damn criminal when you walk in the damn place.
Yeah.
So that right there is intimidating.
Like, am I in the wrong?
Yeah.
Or what?
That right there is intimidating as in and of itself. So it doesn't happen. Now if you got to
be intimidated.
Yeah. But the thing about it is when you walk in, you say, hey, I want to get a form to do this, and just try it. I want to get a form to file a complaint. Well, who you want to file a complaint on? What's your name? Let me get your information.
You have to have your mind set
Like that,
up.
is you gonna run my name or what?
Yeah.
In this day and age, in this time, you have to have your mind set up where you're not worried about all that. You understand what I'm saying? You're gonna be what you call it, profile, automatically. So I wouldn't let nobody just turn me around because of whatever. You understand what I'm saying? And that just goes to what Keisha is saying when she gets on.
Keisha.
That's our mayor, ladies and gentlemen.
Go home,
People that aren't
Atlanta.
from Atlanta.
Mama Keisha.
Go home.
What she is saying is it is a lot of powerful, we're going to say people of color, black people. And that's what we have to stand for. We have to work so hard, and we do. We do. We have to work so hard to create that type of, community and that power to get our word across. So now, good thing we got Keisha. Keisha ain't standing for that. She's not standing for, anybody that is corrupt.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though, right?
What is it? What's the thing?
We've been had black mayors for 40 years here in the city of Atlanta.
Yes.
And you can now watch where the areas like the West End, the old Fourth Ward, and places like that, which are traditionally black neighborhoods, now being gentrified.
Yes.
Tax dollars have gone up, and you're forcing Big Mama and them out of their homes because they can no longer afford the taxes in their home. And then, it's flipping.
That's our people.
No, it's not just that our people, but that's just part of it. So the political system is the political system.
Yes.
And even though we got individuals that are head of our city that looks like us with the hue of us, money is the root of this thing.
Exactly.
Financial
they may
capital.
Not be for us. Exactly.
But everybody is financial capital. You're not the financial capital. It becomes the ability to protect yourself, weaponize yourself. So you go ahead.
Go ahead, man.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
I've never been a big fan of these prosecutors investigating police shootings or murders because they already work hand in hand and closely together.
They already know
you know
the
what I'm saying?
case.
Bringing cases for years with each other. They scratching each other's backs every day
But that's
bring
their
about-
representation, though.
to bring about cases for the district attorney to prosecute. So then you're going to turn around and ask that same prosecutor to investigate somebody that's been helping me for the past 15, 20 years on the force to solve these murders and bring criminals to justice.
Correct.
I think they should have, whether it's some kind of review board, a community review board, if they have one with some teeth, and have an outside entity that does the investigation.
Correct.
Because as long as you get to police yourself, you're never gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna throw myself in jail. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna look out for yourself. You're like, hey, well.
Yeah, and people of color are just fed up ultimately with the process. You know what I'm saying? You don't see the videos. I've been looking for videos where white people are systematically shot being unarmed by police officers. That shit don't happen. That shit does not
There's
fucking.
a video where
They
a white
apprehend.
guy pulled out a pistol, had it to his side. Then he pointed it at the police, and they're saying, put it down, put it down, put it down. And then finally somebody opened fire. He stood there for like 10 seconds with the pistol pointed and aimed down at police. Listen, man, you get that kind of shit.
That's what I'm saying,
Yeah.
man.
Hey,
It's
It's
ridiculous.
just not. It's not fair.
black
It's
guy
not-
owns
At the
his
end of the
cell
day,
phone, but I thought
we're
it was a
aware.
gun.
Yeah.
I mean, they
We're aware
apprehend.
it's not fair.
And we go to reach and they
It's
already
not, it's
shoot.
not.
that.
It's not even. It's unfair.
They apprehend terrorists and other people without killing them. You know what I'm saying? People that commit terroristic acts,
You go murder
domestic
somebody.
terrorism or whatever you want to call it, and they go and get those guys without killing them.
You can shoot up a church, and they're gonna take you get you something to
Hey.
eat.
Go to fucking Burger King
Hey,
on your way to
Something
jail.
eat,
Hey,
man.
on a funny moment, hey shit, didn't we see this on Set It Off when the guy was just pulling the ball out of his coat?
Yep.
That shit happen every day, man.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah.
What's happening now, people do understand. I think Banks alluded to this earlier. It's not new. They've been doing this to us for centuries.
Yes.
But the only new part to it is the video and then the social
you
media
can't get
piece.
away
Yeah.
with it. as
People
easily.
are able to see and film it live
Yes.
in action while it's really happening, and you get a reaction from people across the world.
And I would say that's the advantage to social media.
I like that.
I say social media is the devil sometimes, but at the same time, it'll show you who the devil is.
But I'll tell you like this. Now, I mean, and you can continue on this path where, hey, you see it now. People are now fighting back, bucking back, doing all this. The next part of this escalation is going to be somebody's going to do something to a law enforcement personnel that's going to physically affect them while they're doing something.
It's already happened.
And this is going to be the new trend, and that's not what anybody wants.
It's already happened
because
during the
our men and women that put on that uniform that are good cops.
Most of them are.
They don't need to have that additional fear because they're out doing their job, and because you got a few of these assholes out here that want to do it the wrong way. But part of that is also part of that problem where that, that blue code, where they won't tell on each other. They're going to keep each other's
It's
back.
a brotherhood.
Yeah, and this, that,
Scratch
and
my
the third.
back, I scratch yours.
And you have to be able to weed that part out. Part of the Citizen Review Board, I think you can kind of, circumvent that system a little bit now, because now I'm not dependent upon Officer Jones to tell on Officer Green. Hey man, we can view your body cams, we can make a determination from here. Here's how this should have been done, and yada yada yada. Now, if you get a slap on the wrist, you're getting terminated, what have you. I think the other part of this thing is, like you saw Mayor Bottoms do, you immediately fire these guys.
Okay.
You don't suspend them. You don't allow the police, their police union rep to come down and say, hey, Chief's going to fire you tomorrow. So I need you to go ahead and resign so you don't lose your police, your law
401k?
enforcement. Your law enforcement credentials and so forth.
Right.
So this is not a black market. I'm going to allow you to resign before you get fired.
Yeah.
So the swift actions by Mayor Bottoms says, hey, listen, excessive force, and especially during this kind of time,
So yeah.
we fire you quickly. So now you don't have the ability, hey, you shouldn't even be a cop anymore.
Right.
Because this is how you conduct yourself in the
Nowhere.
street. So when I
Not
fire
here,
you,
but anywhere.
it's now on your record that you were fired and you were terminated for excessive force, fraudulent charges, whatever the case may be. That's how you invoke that. Because if you allow them to resign, they just go to the neighboring county or move to another state. And yes, I have my law
That's what
enforcement
my daughter
credential.
said. Yeah.
Yeah, I got my law enforcement credential, and it never changes the behavior.
Right.
So
I was glad she did it.
Yes.
So.
But in this climate, it was easy for her to do that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, she don't get a lot of kudos for that. I'm like I said, I'm happy she did it, but it was easy.
I mean,
so let's just
that was easy.
let's just
Had it been a
recap
month
for
ago,
minute.
they probably not been fired that
exactly,
quickly. They,
exactly.
They got a review board. They'd have been reprimanded. They'd been put on the desk, and this, that, and the third.
She trying to stop the city from burning, and she don't need something like that going viral without her having a say so. Swift action.
Action upon, and that's part of it, right? That's part of it, because you could, you also don't want to alienate the cops from saying, well, all of a sudden now, shit, I'm scared to do my job because I might get fired.
Okay.
So that's the reverse part of that, right? So it has to be a balance, but you also have to understand that the people that you patrol and that you policing, they're citizens of this city, municipality, what have you.
Right.
And you got to treat them as such. And everybody got to get treated the same.
That's right.
You pull over an old white woman, I guarantee you they don't have to get out the car and walk to the back while you run their information.
Right.
Guarantee if you look at the amount of times that somebody says they pull over a white kid between the ages of 19 and 25, I think I smell marijuana, or can I search your car? That shit is not standard protocol.
Shit don't happen.
It happens all the time with us.
It don't happen.
Yeah.
To the piece I was speaking about earlier with the rioters, or the liberators, I mean, the narrative has been changing for the past couple of days. Of course, you have the people that are out there doing the looting and destroying property.
Right.
But you also have now that's emerging from that people in front of the camera that's really making sense about why they're actually protesting. The real liberators, you know what I'm saying? Not the destruction piece of it, but the people that are out there with a real message. They're changing the tone of what's really going on and helping people understand, no, this is not what we're doing out here tearing stuff up. We're out here for a reason.
Right.
Blacks, whites, I mean, from
on
all
Friday, they were
color
tearing it up.
spectrums.
Friday
you know what I'm
was
saying? It's
ridiculous.
really, and I was proud to see that.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
very happy to see that because you had people in front of the camera that were hitting it out the park, man. They knew what they were talking about. They made sense.
Right.
And it's hard to argue with what they were saying, you know what I mean? And they didn't look like people who were, what do you call them, opportunists trying to loot stores and all that kind of stuff.
Well,
You
go ahead.
look at in Minnesota the first night, they had the guy with the gas mask on, the umbrella, and a hammer
Right.
that started walking around just knocking out the windows at the AutoZone. White guy,
Right.
and they thought he was an undercover cop, and just that. and the third.
Provocateur. He's a provocateur agent
And those,
Okay.
and they're out there. Whenever
Oh, they
there's
were
a-
there.
since the 60s.
Yeah, whenever there's a match, like the lady said in Minneapolis, she said, if you look at the burn pattern of when they set the precinct on fire, it's a triangulation burn pattern.
Right.
That's not something that kids
It was
know
set
in the
out.
neighborhood. Yeah.
As-
Kids don't know that.
I was told that the bricks was set out at Lenox Mall. They were already there when they got there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like
Everybody
I
I saw on camera on Friday, for those of y'all who just tuning in, and they might not be from Atlanta, my cousin, she DM'd me, what's going on in Atlanta? My daughter just called me and said, it's a curfew. What you doing on the podcast? Mm-hmm. It's a curfew. They're arresting people. They pulling them out their cars.
You got.
She told me earlier today that at the Target across the street from where I live, soldiers already lined up us outside of Target. And so she's like calling me like, you need to get home. It's a 9:00 curfew. Like, it is serious. And I don't know exactly what I'm going to say if something does happen.
You're an agent of
I already
change.
have a back way to go to get to my house. But at the same time, for those of us who
Your news broadcast.
I'm just saying, for the people that are not from Atlanta, what has gone on Friday, Saturday, and now going into Sunday, if y'all want to just kind of refamiliarize what has actually gone on. So, like, Friday, they protested. They started in the beginning of the day.
Peaceful.
Peaceful protest, right? And then once it started getting dark, I would say about this on a Friday now.
About 7:30.
I was showing houses. I came to Tasha's house because the neighborhood was across the street, and I started getting texts from people, are you okay? Like coworkers and stuff like that, because they know I live downtown. And I'm like, I'm totally fine. Then me and Tasha turned on the news, and we saw, okay, they're throwing knives at police. They're lighting cars on fire. They're
on top of the car.
they done
Spray
busted
paint,
McCormick's
yeah.
window, the seafood spot. Now, COVID-19, they've already lost business, like dealing with this, and now this is another setback for a business. Yeah. So when they started, tearing up the cars, I was shocked that the police wasn't doing anything.
They didn't get them ribeyes out of McCormick though.
They got the liquor. They walked out with all the liquor bottles.
They got the wrong shit.
They walked out drinking the bottles.
Should have got them ribeyes in them New York in them.
Listen, so that was something that, from my perspective,
what is the college? What the Georgia College Hall of Fame?
Yes, so
Hall of Fame.
You went and got Michael Vick jersey out of there. I don't know why, but
listen, hey,
listen. And so it started to turn into something crazy, like. The guy that was standing on top of the police car and the CNN sign, like this was, it's a shame that you want to be something and you want to do something, but they're going to come knocking on your door. They got you on camera, shouting.
Yeah.
So part of it is,
I was scared to go home.
Well, you live downtown. I
was on the way home in a spin out. You know how they was spinning out on 285? Yeah. That happened right in front of me. It's like they came towards Memorial Drive, and I was in the smoke like, I can't see. And somebody said, stop. And I just stopped, and the car stopped and went somewhere else. But it was like they started making their way in other areas, which they made their way to Lenox Mall. They started rioting and looting. Now, what are you doing now? You getting some Gucci?
Man, I saw at Lenox Mall, I don't know, particularly that mall, it might have been. You know how they have the cars on the floor?
Yeah, they
jumped in the car trying to drive
out.
Yeah,
rigged the model car. It ain't got no engine.
No, somebody was driving a vehicle, an SUV in Lenox.
Yeah. In Lenox,
Yeah,
they got an
people are angry, jewelry. Man. You don't think rationally when you're angry. You know what I'm saying? People are tired of being, I guess what Banks said, taxation without representation. We pay taxes out here. We don't pay these folk out here. We pay our taxes just like every other American, and we don't pay to be brutalized and treated unfairly simply because of the color of our skin.
Yeah. Well,
it makes no sense. Some of these cops are off the fucking loony bin. You got that one officer in New York, a video posted today. He just rammed his fucking car. SUV in a fucking crowd of people.
Yep.
Hey,
fucking cop just mashed the gas.
I saw that
at this
morning.
Point, you look at that and you say to yourself, there's no way he should have passed a psych exam to be a cop.
Right.
Yeah.
If that's the level of compassion
but
that
a
you
lot
have
of
for
cops also suffer from PTSD.
You
so
want,
you
they
can't
come
on
back
the
from
job.
overseas,
But it's not even about being overseas. It's on the job. You may have seen and done so many things that you should have sat down for that.
But that's why you have psychiatrists and all that stuff, and you have people that are there that work with these cops on a day. Like if you're an officer involved shooting, you have to go through so many steps before you're allowed to be back on the street.
Right.
You have to do these things.
Right.
And if you're not doing that, man, yeah, you got a loose cannon on the street under a lot of stress.
Right. Yeah.
Doing a lot of things, and it could pop off. Unfortunately,
it's a stressful job.
Nobody's gonna look at the stress aspect of it if it happens to be a white cop and a black guy and a black, they're not gonna look at it. They're gonna look and say it had to be racially motivated. And 9 times out of 10 it's probably true, but you can't necessarily use that if you're not properly policing the police. You're not properly giving them the help that they need, and so forth. Yeah. It has to be there. I mean, I'm pretty sure most law enforcement departments have access to free psychiatric treatment.
Right.
If you're feeling stressed, you need to go see HR and say, hey man, I need to take a 48-hour damn reset or whatever.
Some people don't know.
They know. Trust me.
Some people don't know that things are affecting them on the job, whether they stressed out at work. This is their job.
Nah, it's not looked at as being manly or whatever. If you taking that, like you can't. If you
getting counseling because you just killed somebody by accident.
Oh no, you just whatever. You can't cut it. You out here, you stressing. But what happens is the guy that's working next to you,
right,
every day be like, "Yo, man, Jones tripping. Man, he just need a little time off. He's overworked." Nah, see that overwork and that stressful situation could cause somebody to lose their life.
Yeah, that guy. You see that guy there? Who is he? They gonna find him and knock on his door. Why you want to be? You listen. It's a cute picture to tell your grandkids. I ain't gonna lie.
But to what you were saying, Marissa, about the PTSD.
Yeah.
Guess who else have PTSD?
Black folk.
Black people.
We all do. We all go through trials and tribulations.
No. We've suffered from PTSD from being brought over to this motherfucker.
Okay.
And not even that, it's just day-to-day living.
But that piece of it is passed down generationally because we've been suffering.
What you went through and what a white man went through doesn't mean that it's not the same thing.
I didn't say
so
that.
to speak.
I didn't say that. What I'm simply saying is.
What are you saying, Marissa?
What I'm saying is we all got our shit. No. We all got the things that have happened to us that affect us.
We do
through generations.
But what we don't share in commonality with our white counterparts, the fact that being a black man in this country, you are not treated the same as a white guy.
Okay, so you're not treated the same, but that doesn't mean they don't have other issues.
Well, we know they got issues. Shit, race is a fucking issue.
Yes,
they got a lot of issues. But I'm not. What I'm telling you is this though. That right there.
No, it's way different. The shit they suffer from is white supremacist mindset. Yeah. Ultimately, and that they at the top of the fucking food chain. So I have very little sympathy for the people like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The PTSD that we suffer from on the oppression end of it is day and night in comparison.
Like you should never, you see a police get behind you, you should never be like, oh shit.
Fearing for your life.
I think everybody.
No, they ain't.
Okay, I'm not a black man, so when you said fearing for your life when a cop is behind you, I already am afraid when a cop comes behind me, regardless if I'm legit or not. However, I'm not a black man, so I don't know I can talk my way out of a ticket. Always have. So, I mean, you do what you got to do.
Yeah, that's
however,
that right there.
However, it's totally different from a black man, so I understand. It's a different aspect that I know nothing
talking
about.
Our way out of shit.
Yeah,
not talking your way out of shit.
We trying to talk our way to still live.
But you also you're not in fear of that. This interaction with this police officer might be something that goes left. Or it might end me up in jail, or they might do X, Y, and Z. To a man, I can guarantee we all probably got stories where I'm riding around legally carrying, motherfucker gets my gun, drops my clip on the ground, and throw my pistol in the grass. The fuck? At that point, we don't need to talk no more. Whatever you pulled me over for, at this point, you pulled me over because you said one of my bulbs on my tag light was out. This is what you doing. So like I asked him, if I was a white woman, an old white woman out here, would you go through all this shit? And you mad about a gun I'm legally able to carry, and I told you about it. I told you to grab it. And you upset about that. No, that's ignorant shit.
It is. Unfortunately, it is.
But that's part of what might call the PTSD that we suffer in this damn country.
I understand.
So it's not the same. for white America. White America, the police is there to protect and serve, to
Right.
help them out.
Right.
Shit, you got a flat tire on the side of the road, the police pull up behind you, get nervous.
I get nervous.
Yeah, because you got a flat tire, and they might be there to assist you and make sure nobody runs up on your ass, but instantly you like, oh shit, I better say everything right. He might decide he want to goddamn do that.
Right, you never know.
You shouldn't have to feel that way.
Well, I mean, I understand.
So listen, man, we thank y'all for watching No Name, the podcast. We run a little late on our No Name After Dark. We're going to get into that in just a second. We got a couple more segments to go. First, we're going to pay some real quick bills. We're going to come back with Marissa Sells Atlanta real estate tips and the beauty of the day. We get off the No Name After Dark. What you got, Mike Bizel?
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining the show tonight. No Name the Podcast, brought to you by King's Broadcasting Studios. Start that watch party. Call a friend, neighbor, co-worker. Text a friend, neighbor, co-worker. Let them know we in the building. We doing our thing. We talking about the George Floyd murder that took place last week. And
It actually took place in February.
George Floyd?
No.
That was the Ahmaud Arbery case.
Oh.
Take her glass, please.
I don't have one.
Yeah. I mean, really. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, studio
I have
life,
no
right?
glass.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, start that watch party. Call your friend, neighbors, co-worker. Let them know we on. Get at us in the chat room. Call us up on the No Name line at 678.
871.
9602.
678-871-9602. That's how you can get at us. You know what I'm saying? Let us know your thoughts. What say you, ladies and gentlemen out there? Hey, we got a donate button on www.kingsbroadcasting.com.
Hey.
If you like what we're doing and you want to help support the cause and help us bring forth some more quality shows in the future,
Donate.
donate. No amount is too small. Just go to www.kingsbroadcasting.com and hit that donate button and handle your business. Help us out. You know what I'm saying? Help us, help you, help us, help you. You know what I'm saying? So thank you once again, ladies and gentlemen, for joining the show tonight. It's been pretty heavy. We may even go over time tonight. So I already checked up the stats with the big man. So we good on time. We may run past 10 tonight. So stay with us. You know what I mean? No rush. Get your glass, your drinks. Get at us, and we appreciate you tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. ATL, hope.
Hey.
Daddy said we can stay up late tonight. That is.
Even though Mama said be in the house by 9.
Mama said,
Oh, well, see, I got to figure out my strategy when I'm going
You
home.
work for Fox 5.
Yeah, I know.
You work for
Mama
King's
say-
Broadcast.
Mama
says
Keisha, Mama Keach,
We gonna get you a press pass, goddamn.
But you heard what Pop said.
go home, Atlanta.
Your
Go
ass.
home.
You can stay up a little late, watch that TV show.
Go home, Atlanta.
Hey,
Sure, your
hey,
mama
just keep
don't
that
hear
TV down low so she won't hear.
Don't let your mama.
Exactly.
Don't let your mama.
Exactly.
Don't let your mama see the TV, boy. But I say you can stay. You know, Monday Night Football. Yeah, you can stay up a little long.
Yeah.
Just don't let your mama hear that TV. And your ass better get up in the morning too. I'ma beat your ass. Goddamn, dog. So listen, man, we're gonna move right along, man. We thank y'all for joining us, man. You know, we appreciate you guys' comments in the chat line and so forth.
Yes.
On this very volatile situation that's going on that's got our nation on edge right now. But
Yes.
without further ado,
Hey,
this lovely
Hey.
young lady right
Hey.
next to me,
hey, y'all. Hey.
Miss Marissa Sells Atlanta, and her real estate tips.
Real estate tips, y'all, with Marissa Sells Atlanta. And
She
all I
just
have
got
to
the
say
tips.
is go home, Atlanta. Go home. And when you're thinking about that home that you're going to, you need to call me, marissasellsatlanta.com. Let me talk to you about the market right now, what's going on. Of course, I've been very busy in real estate. I've been working with a lot of out-of-town buyers. And if you are a buyer who's interested in purchasing a home, right now, I would tell you this. New construction homes have a lot of incentives. You can get a new construction home for about the same as a home that has already, we call them resale homes. The advantages to new construction homes is that there's tons of incentives. You know, I met with my girl Judy with D.R. Horton and TK with Liberty Communities, and all these incentives that they have will cover closing costs. It will cover the down payment. It's all about how you negotiate the deal as well, because they're going to tell you what they are willing to offer you to purchase this home. However, you can still negotiate and submit an offer for the home. But if you're somebody from out of town and you're coming from New York, like my clients are now, they need something that's ready to go. They don't have time to fix it up. They don't have time to paint. They don't have time to even move stuff. So new construction will be the more way to go because the real estate market is still really hot right now. Of course, it has up and downs, but right now people are still buying homes. So I don't want you to feel like, oh, everything is going on in the community, in the area. You don't know if you should even move to Atlanta. Come on to Atlanta. We're still a very, very, I would say, southern state, and we take care of people, and we love people. So I would say still work on that relocation. You know, if you're interested in getting into a new construction home, the build time, y'all, on a new construction production home is about 60 days. That's equates to a 60-day notice that you put in with your landlord. Yeah. So we can get you into something new. You get warranties with it, you get inspections with it. So if you want to know more about purchasing a new construction home in Atlanta, Georgia, they need to contact me, MarissaSellsAtlanta.com. This is your girl, Marissa. Real estate tips, y'all. Tune in, y'all. Thank you so much.
That Southern swag.
Listen,
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
You know, sometimes I tend to forget that you really are educated. Like, you're a smart woman.
Sometimes.
Yeah, like, hey, man, you
Sometimes.
throw me off. I'll be like, she know her shit over here, Then you'll hit us with that happened in February, and we just throw it all out the window.
Well, it's so much going on that
My girl.
you can get confused about,
I know,
one case to another. It's just been a somber
My girl.
occasion.
My girl.
Thank y'all for tuning in.
Listen, with that being said, we're gonna kick it over to the one area the militant Mike Bell actually does research on. And that's that's
On that booty.
The booty of the day. I'm sorry, beauty of the day.
Research on that book.
That booty.
Yeah, we gonna slow it up a little bit. Let Petty Man get it all situated over there.
So you weren't ready.
Oh, I'm ready.
You just got it to him late.
I got it to him before the show, sir.
You sure?
Oh.
I'm just saying, cause Petty
There's a
Man,
lot
you was
going on
top
over
of
here,
his
man.
shit,
It's been a lot going
Petty
on
Man,
over
you
here,
was on
bro.
top of his shit.
Okay, studio life. Shit happen. Shit happens sometimes, man.
Why you doing all that shit, man?
Like, I mean, good grief, bro. Shit.
Whoa.
Well, while we doing all that, let's talk to T Love.
Hey.
What you doing, T-Love? What you
T-Love.
doing,
T-Love got
girl?
a
What you
onesie
think
on.
about
What's
all
going on?
this?
Why your phone in between your legs, though?
It
man,
was
like that?
keeping it warm.
That
Stick was in between them
Vibrator. Yeah,
legs.
she got it on vibrator or something.
Did y'all get my DM?
There's a little movement going on.
Oh my
What's going
goodness.
on with
It
the
jumping
phone,
on its
T-Love?
own.
T Love, I
Just
ain't know
jump-
if you looking at your phone or you was asleep for a minute.
Hey, she was over there humming to that thing.
Get a little juicy.
She waiting for after dark.
After dark, that's her thing right there, boy.
Dude, I need to go get a towel.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
Find out something.
You say, Mike Bell trying to find out some things.
Hey, get that towel.
Yeah, don't let T Love find out.
Hey,
Goddamn.
listen, the towel is used so you don't have to sleep in the wet spot.
One of the
wet,
uses.
so you might have to change your whole sheet.
Just had a towel by the bed. Bing, 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 bing. Pre-plan.
See over there, got your little knees shining and everything.
Woo,
You
yes,
got- You got the ham hock.
Cocoa butter.
Hey, go on, slap your thigh one time. Let the people hit the
Cocoa
thigh slap.
butter.
These are some working needs.
Ooh.
And
We love a
that's
woman
what
that
I do.
works.
I pray every day.
Ah,
Oh, that it is. You see, our
they praying
nasty
knees.
mind was on some
them
other
some
shit.
Praying knees.
That's y'all nasty mind. I said.
Yeah, like you fold a towel every time you get down on your knees.
Your
You don't-
prayer
You
cloth.
don't have no scuffs on your knees at all.
Listen.
You don't have them friction knees.
The carpet burn knees.
Yeah, you don't have the friction knees.
oh, is that what that is?
You keep them things lubed up with the little cocoa butter, don't you?
Yeah, I'm talking about lubed up. See that? There you go. There you go.
After dark, it's among us.
We love it.
It's in the air.
It's coming. It's coming.
Yeah, man.
Hey man, so listen, while we wait on that, man, I guess we can do a quick no-name relationship tip, Mike. What you think, man?
Oh,
Yeah, go for it, bro.
All right,
Oh.
let me find out one here.
Let them find out.
Have you ever been in a relationship yet you didn't know you was in it?
Yeah.
Like somebody just assumed that y'all was in a
Just
relationship?
finding
Yeah.
that out today.
Yeah.
You know that I might be in a relationship.
Oh, you just found it out today?
I
yeah.
didn't know
I
I
hope
was
he ain't
in.
following this show because this shit about to get blowed up.
Okay, blow me up, baby. He didn't
That is. So you've done
I
so.
like blow up. Now, if you ain't blown up, I can't do nothing with you.
Oh shit! I'm sorry.
I've been in that situation.
You've been in a situation?
Yeah.
How
You
you
was in a-
handle it?
How did you find out you were in the relationship?
Okay, so we already know.
No, we don't.
No,
know.
we don't.
We already know my motto.
What's your motto?
Oh shit!
What?
Yeah, we
Your
can't.
way or the highway?
we go together.
Yeah,
Damn
we,
right. That's
y'all
my
know-
disclaimer.
Yeah.
So
Y'all
don't
need to
ever
get
say you
that-
ain't never
Y'all
got
need to
it.
get
Yeah.
that pussy
You
with
already
caution,
knew.
Okay.
He was an idiot.
Listen, we
Caution
fucking, we
sign.
go together.
We go together. I don't give my body away to just anybody.
And so y'all go together.
So
We go together. This is a gift. And if I
So
want to
it-
give you my gift, it's special. Christmas come once a year.
Well,
Know that.
sometimes they got them dollar gifts that you just want to give.
It
away
no,
for-
no, no, and no. This
And
this
it's
is
okay,
this
you know?
this is God's gift.
Wow.
And I'm gonna say
Oh
that.
my goodness.
All right, hey, I don't know.
So you swooped down on somebody. Nobody did it to you. You did it to somebody.
Well, I might have did it to somebody. They might have did
Well,
something to me.
Well,
Well.
what she's saying is, or what MD is saying, hey,
Preach.
You
She got
listen.
the
You
gift.
you already know what time it is afterwards
got the-
anyway. You don't want to
she
be.
got the
You
gift.
don't want to be my man.
So what happened? How did he handle that?
Yeah.
He went with it for 5 years. What are you talking
So
about?
you basically
We go
forced.
So he embraced.
It's one time.
He embraced
It's
it.
one time.
One time.
Oh, you saying you
You
whipped him?
sucked in.
She whipped him. She pussy whipped
One
that
time.
thing.
That's what I'm saying. I'm
He
letting
said
you
one
know.
time.
but
I'm
it's
letting you know
not
beforehand.
good when you feel that you're in
Marissa
a
said one
relationship
time, that's
and
all.
it's not
That's
really
it.
a
I'm like
relationship.
Tyson.
So have you ever felt like you were in a relationship but he didn't really
Hit him with
reciprocate
that one
that?
hit quitter.
Of course. I mean, everybody's been on that end. You know?
No titles.
No, I've never.
I've
That's
never
never happened.
done
No
Okay, well,
titles.
that means that you all are just throwing. That means you all aligned.
No,
Exactly.
Exactly. Why we all aligned?
Exactly.
I
Yes,
never
you are.
thought I was in a relationship with somebody and turned out that they didn't think that we were in a relationship. No,
Right.
I've never been there.
So
No.
Okay,
Never.
that was you, or
was
did
that the person?
Exactly.
It,
The
it,
receiving
woman-
end.
Did the woman feel that she was in a relationship with you?
Like she was calling you every day.
it hasn't happened to me either way.
No, well, no, well,
I don't
no,
believe
no.
that.
Well,
You're very open with the woman.
Well, I don't see
Nah,
how you can confuse something like that. That's kind of
Yeah,
basic.
You lick her pussy really good. And you
My thing, if it turns
and
into
you
a
rub her
pattern,
back and you feed her.
you want me to
She
come
needs to
over?
know.
You gonna fry some fish?
I've been in
Because if you doing that
relationships.
with every woman,
Well,
how
I'm
that
not
got
gonna be in a
something to say?
relationship without somebody knowing, and I hope nobody think they're in a relationship with me without me
Okay,
knowing.
there we go, ladies. and
Man,
gentlemen.
listen. So
I-
Mike Bell lying because we've all had
He
a chick
lying.
that felt more about the situation than we
Thank
did.
you.
But
We've all
not,
had
not
that.
to the
Thank
point to
you.
where they
I'm so glad.
We talking about
assume
from
that
the
we're
female
having a
perspective.
relationship. No, that has never happened
So
to me.
you never had a chick in all your years of living saying, "Look, you over here, we doing the do, and
Yeah, because
you my
if
man."
it becomes
Like
a pattern.
What we doing right? Like what we doing around here? Okay.
Lying,
I have,
because
shit.
at the
I
same
wanna have
time,
Tammy I'm so
the
glad
woman
you my
is
man.
feeling the same way.
That
The
shit ain't never
woman
happened
is
to me.
feeling the same
You know what
way.
happened to you?
She
I had
is.
one tell me, I'm so glad you my man. I'm like, whoa, shit. When
Yeah.
I told you that?
Listen, J-Bo, y'all know y'all be
When I
hearing,
told you that?
y'all know y'all be hearing some good pussy, right? Okay. And then,
What the fuck just happened?
okay, well,
It's a pattern.
Should I say punana?
You can say pussy. No,
Okay,
pussy,
but I'm just
pussy
saying,
is very well
you
respected
hitting
around
it
here.
good, and it's good. It's good to you.
However,
You already claimed that she's your woman. She's your woman. She telling you if a nigga is in your pussy and he's saying, "This is my pussy. You ain't going nowhere. I want this pussy every time I call you.
Who
This is my pussy."
Who pussy is this?
Reassuring,
pussy.
reassuring that.
but
hey,
that's true talk.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
homie
in the
saying
back
that
of your
though.
mind, in the back of your mind,
Yeah.
you like this. She better
That's
not go
how
fuck with
I
no
tell
other nigga.
you. Listen, no, that's how.
That's
we-
true.
Why y'all acting
On
like
no
your man
name,
don't be
listen,
lying?
on the podcast here, we always say that's how you send mixed signals. When you lay butt naked, chest to chest, you
Chest to
kiss
chest,
her-
kissing
you
in the
kiss her,
mouth.
That
hey,
was the question.
and all your
That was
clothes
the
come
question.
off. You are in
That's-
a relationship.
and all
Now,
that-
you may not
You
know.
gotta take your shoes off.
Hey, you may not know
Yeah.
you in a relationship, but that woman gonna feel like she's in a relationship,
And the man is too.
and she got
Yes.
certain liberties. She got
Like-
certain liberties with you that she feel like,
we
hey,
got something
If
going
a man
on. This
ain't
is
been
a
touched
relationship.
before in a while, and he meets a woman who has morals, have her shit together, very established, take care of her kids, you know, great
Yeah.
lover. Okay, great lover.
Who we thinking about?
Aquafina Flow. Now, we can go on and on and on. If you can't get tired, listen. He's falling in love, baby.
Now you can get tired. And people do get tired, and that's just part of it. I think somebody posted a meme this week about, 6 things that affect the male penis. Like, not drinking enough water, working out too much, or some shit like running.
Them cigars.
Running. Nah, the cigars don't have nothing to do with
Cigars
it.
do make you soft. Though.
Watching too much damn porn.
Cigars does not make
ugly
me soft.
woman.
They do.
Ugly woman.
Google it.
Watching too much porn.
I ain't gotta Google the goddamn thing about
Okay.
cigars. I smoke
What's wrong with a
cigars.
cigar?
You tell me.
No,
that-
well,
Oh.
maybe I should stop smoking
not.
cigars. I'm gonna be on the porn then. If
Don't
they
take
fucking
blood
with what I
pressure
got, I'm gonna go goddamn stop smoking. Your boy gonna be on the porn next week.
I might.
God damn it, because if that's the shit, if that's slowing me down,
Be getting that shit at the gas station.
if that shit slowing me down, then
That stay hard.
we in a. No, I've never. You know what? I just, my thing
Hey,
is.
T-Lo said, hey, you got to get qualified through her.
I need to see here if he's porn qualified, ladies.
Woo, it's a camera right here.
You see what you looking at over here? This prime goddamn grade A motherfucking
Prime
D
rib.
over here. This shit, they don't make this shit. This shit don't come off the rack. It's some motherfucking name you looking at.
They got
This
the
some
pre-order.
custom shit over here, baby. Listen, look at this shit. I'm down
I
near
gotta look
50.
at
Everybody's
I'm
custom.
damn near 50.
Oh, you
I
look
don't take no
good. Stand up,
goddamn-
DB.
No, nothing. It's grade A man over here.
Who told you that?
Better see this shit.
Oh, shit.
Better see this shit.
Shit
Goddamn.
now.
Does it make you
Hey,
shit
man.
because he
I ain't
stays
just
up
saying it
and
'cause
he
I'm-
don't
you
tap
say
out
what now, baby?
I'm just.
You what now?
Never mind.
I didn't hear you.
She say, does
I
it make
just
you
make
a
you a
man
man.
if you don't
Grade
tap
A, 'cause
out
you definitely
or
a
stay
man.
hard?
No, I think it makes you a man.
No,
because
grade
you're-
A. I'm sorry.
Grade A. What are
Grade
levels
A.
to this shit? Like the USDA,
It's
they
definitely
do
levels to
grade
this
A
shit.
shit. That grade A shit is that premium cut shit.
It's definitely premium.
That premium cut shit.
That octane.
Yeah.
Octane, boy.
A grade motherfucking A.
Okay, now ladies, he
I
did put his
can,
age on it.
I can get up. I can run right now, do a 4-mile run. I can jump on my bike, do 25 to 30 miles.
He be on that bike.
I
He
can
got
fuck
stamina.
my
I saw it on Facebook.
And
He
I'm
got
sitting
stamina.
around here.
I love it.
And when I stand up, I can tuck my shirt in.
Well, shit.
Hey, man.
Now I just
This shit over here ain't
when
just
when you
this ain't the
stand up, I
plaything.
definitely want to see you tuck your shirt in.
Let me see.
You want to see me touch? I can
Let
touch
me
the
see.
guy. I can bend over and touch the floor, goddamn.
Listen,
Can you
listen.
scratch?
This a grown man.
I check every angle.
I can do 50.
Size.
I can do 50 push-ups.
Do it right now.
Off the
You
rip.
ain't gonna do it.
Hey, man. Y'all
I'm
motherfuckers-
Do it for the vine.
Y'all
You ain't
don't,
gonna do
I
it.
ain't got to prove shit to you,
What are you
motherfuckers.
requesting? They all wear
Do 50
basketball
push-ups.
So
Right
we
down there.
ready with the booty of the day.
Oh, sorry. We done skipped off. Oh.
Yeah, we back. And
Who you got,
don't
Mike
try
It
Bell?
might
me.
not even be the
Cop-
booty. It
Mike
might be
Bell
a
certified.
Beauty.
It's beauty. I'm sorry.
Definitely a beautiful person.
It is the beauty of the day. I'm sorry. I just say booty of the day because this is where his nasty little mind is.
Hey,
go ahead, man.
Mike Bell, you know what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, ladies and gentlemen. We have another winner this week for the No Name Beauty of the Day. Her name is Joisa Ray Diop.
Is that Issa from Insecure?
Yeah.
Yes, Issa from Insecure. Let me tell you, listen, my girl, listen.
Y'all be
They
cool
be
now.
fucking on that show.
What? Do they?
Be
They
cool
showing
now.
all kind of
She
stuff.
come on tonight at 9 o'clock.
Hey,
man.
on the show, I'm surprised
Yeah,
she ain't that boy because she was
yeah.
giving it up without condoms
Now,
and
dude,
shit.
it
But
still look like she giving it head. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
so
Hey, man, listen.
she was born January 12, 1985. She's 35 years old. She's
85.
she's from LA.
You
She
born
went
in
to.
85?
But can I finish my damn report?
Oh,
Did
my
anybody
bad.
interrupt you?
Y'all
anybody
normally do.
interrupt-
Y'all normally do. It be like shit going on in the background. Y'all goddamn giving dap. And I'm
She's
trying
Lisa
to do my...
Ray, everybody. Like I said, she's from LA. She went to Stanford University. She's an author, actress, writer, and a producer.
Get it, girl.
And
Triple
she
four.
is our No Name podcast beauty of the day.
She be getting it on Insecure.
Listen, man, listen.
There's some fucking going on that show.
hey,
They was on the Ferris wheel.
oh yeah.
I want to do that now.
Listen, she is literally,
I ain't never did that. That would be on my bucket list.
that is my Hollywood crush right there.
She's beautiful.
I love her.
Hey, man.
I love her.
Yeah.
I love her.
What
She's
are you
absolutely
rushing on
beautiful.
about? How very.
Huh? You said what, love?
Oh, her and Molly are
Where
freak
are
boy.
you? Wait a minute. Yeah. I'd like to know the crush. What do you?
I think you look at her, she's just a beautiful woman. With even in her natural state, and
she's
then
beautiful.
She's absolutely a beautiful woman. Pretty smile. Smile does it to me all the time.
She has a quirkiness about her that's also very cute.
I just like that talking to herself.
That's a little sex. That's a little sex. That quirkiness is a little sex.
I love her talking to herself because that's what women do.
In the mirror when she get to rap it in the mirror.
Y'all man, y'all don't talk to yourself.
It's like the black Sex in the City.
I definitely talk to myself.
What you say? What you say, man?
What you say, T-Love?
Damn, boy. You a bad motherfucker.
Yeah, that's what I say when I'm brushing my hair.
I get out. Look, I walk by the mirror in the shower and be like, damn, nigga, you. Boy, shit.
I be like, bitch, you still got it.
My dog. Hey, be like this, my dog. Let's go, boy. Killing them.
Got them cuts,
So Issa Rae is the beauty of the day.
She's beautiful.
She's a triple threat, man. Actor, producer, and writer, man.
Hey, love you, Issa.
And doing big things. She got a new show on Netflix called Lovebird. Saw it the first day it came out.
Well, good for her.
Corny, yeah. Anyway, moving along.
It is kind of corny, but I like
she's
it. I
weird like that. We love weirdness.
Very weird like that.
I love weird people. I'm attracted to weird people.
She's eccentric, as we call it.
It's not weird.
And it ain't real.
That was her dude.
No, it's not.
That was her dude.
It ain't real, though. Like, act like you like
she better fuck
dude.
around, don't come to the A. I'm catching. She's 35. She highly impressionable.
I didn't know she was that young.
She highly impressionable.
Get it, girl. We proud of you.
Mm-hmm. She ain't got no stretch marks yet.
Yeah. Not yet.
Yeah.
That's because she ain't been stretched out.
Yeah. She like she limber. She like she limber.
That don't mean a damn
No, she been getting some.
You got to be stretched out.
It's stretched out. I think it's stretched out. The way she fucking on that show, she acting like she know.
Like this? Yeah. Stretched out like this?
I was like, could I do that? Like,
you probably could.
I don't think I have ever seen, like, Sex in the City is my comparison to her show.
You might want to plug your laptop up. It's going on.
What's going on?
Low battery. Low battery.
Well, cut it
All right, so listen. It's that time. We're going to push it on. Mike Bell, can I get my music? Got this other shit in my fucking ear all the time.
Issa Rae.
God damn, Banks, don't diss the music. What you be listening to in that truck?
I look so big, y'all. This is my last time looking big like this on camera. I'm going to detox. I'm going to go on the master cleanse.
The camera put on 10 pounds.
No, I ain't never looked like a buffalo before. Well, I don't think I have.
I just say you like a buffalo.
I just feel like I look like a little buffalo.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you guys bearing with us.
T-Love Hour.
We're getting ready to switch gears.
Take that.
It's this time. Grab your drink. Pour yourself up a glass. Pour your loved one up a shot. Me, I'm on Buffalo Trace.
Oh, you drinking Buffalo, huh?
Yeah, it's subliminal.
Subliminal.
You grab your loved one and you tell them, baby, turn the lights down low.
Turn the lights down.
Turn on some of that favorite slow jam. Can I get a little bit of Luther?
Luther?
Boom, 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 boom.
Make you do it.
And I want you to know this house cannot be a home without you, baby. Slip into something real comfortable. And if you got it like that, open up that back patio door, turn the lights out. Y'all get out there and get some of that summer love.
Can you light some candles?
And say, baby, them fools on. There's no name after dog. Adult conversation, adult theme. From everything from golden showers.
Get it, Luke.
Get that your salad toss.
Oh.
A little 69 action.
Oh.
A little baptizing in the funk.
Oh.
All those good, nasty, and freaky things are subject to go off in this time.
Just a chair.
A chair is just a chair until you sit your naked ass down.
I ain't never made love to Luther, though. I'm being real.
If you've never fucked a Luther, I'll say you've never fucked at all. Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time. No name after dog. Let's go.
This is not a home.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Y'all are absolute idiots, man. I got a fool ass crew over here. I got a fool ass crew over here, y'all. Oh my God. Y'all don't know, man. So with that being said, you say you've never made love to Luther.
Only R. Kelly.
So what I'm saying, you
trying to
is-
switch it
and-
up?
And so here it is, since you've never made love to Luther,
Never
but
made
only
love to
R.
Luther.
Kelly. So I'm gonna suggest then that you've never made love. You just been fucking. So is there a
I
difference,
like to-
or what is the difference between fucking and making love? Think about it for a second. T-Love, I know you heavy on this one, baby. What is the difference
I know T-Love got the answer.
Listen,
between fucking
it's definitely
and
a
making
difference.
love?
It's definitely a difference between
If you
fucking
think
and
I'm
making love.
gonna
Talk to me,
make
T.
love
First of all,
to you,
it's
if you
who
think I
Are
got what you need,
Who do you have
show
your body
you're
up
right.
against? Okay. Is that person special to you?
Okay.
You know, when you with your man, you know, your companion, someone who means so much to you, it's definitely some love making, baby, because you know we got love to share. Now, if he's not your companion, I ain't gonna lie now.
Make love
Can
to
make
that
a little love, and it depends on the love language, and that's how you touch me. You know, that's how you feel, caress my body.
What's your love
what- what's
language?
that
how
love
you
language,
use that
T-Love?
tongue,
That tongue,
how you use your fingers.
your fingers.
Yes, I mean even just you embracing up against my neck. You
Chest
know,
to chest.
I can tell
Chest to
the
chest.
love. You can tell. Now fucking is just real quick. You know, let's just get it boom boom bam, and ain't nothing wrong with fucking either.
Fucking can be about
You
2-3
know, but
hours.
It
though.
show damn
It's
can.
not really intimate.
Fuck
to
the
me.
shit
It's,
out.
it's not really intimate. I mean, you have some contact, but it's not as much intimate because I need you to grab my titties. You know, when you hit in front of the bag. I need you to. Lord,
Don't let her get the
Oh, she
demonstration.
rubbing her
dog.
knee.
All right, so one's a more intimate. So one's a more intimate act, and the other's more straight physical, in
There
your
we go.
opinion.
Yeah.
Okay, what
well,
say you?
physical period, but you know.
Yeah, well, I
one's more
understand that,
intimate.
unless you mentally fucking somebody.
You can really-
And I truly feel like that's might be what you're doing to me over there. You
Listen,
might be.
baby.
I think you're not undressed.
Listen,
I feel.
baby, I'm
I
gonna
feel
bust all
nasty.
in your ear. I'ma fuck your ear, your head. I ain't even set on the and he already ding. You understand
shit
me? Ladies,
just
that's
went
how
left.
you get them, baby. You have to. You have to just get the imagination right.
Yeah.
So, Marissa,
Yes, sir.
what, if anything, is there a difference between fucking and making love in your eyes?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I love to make love
Okay.
and fuck at the same time.
All right.
Doing a little bit
So
of
is
both,
there a
huh?
difference? What's the difference?
Yes, I like to be with somebody, mind, body, and soul. Like I want us to share this connection together. You know what I'm saying?
So what's the difference in your mind?
It's just more of the connection.
Is that so the connection that's
That
the
makes it
love-making
even more
piece? Or is that the
intensified to
fucking
me.
side?
I mean, if we fucking and you know we love each other, we have that connection. It's more intense. I would rather have a connection with someone than not, because it's just another level. Everybody can fuck, but everybody can't make love.
Okay. I like that in. J-Bo, what you say, bruh?
Yeah, it's a difference between making love and fucking. See me? Hey, if I'm gonna make love, I'm gonna have some roll pedals on the floor.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm gonna have some candles lit.
Yeah, set the mood.
I'm gonna have some of
baby.
your favorite chocolate candy on the bed.
tell them how to
and
do
all
it,
that stuff.
J-Bo.
But hey, but if we gonna fuck, I'm gonna roll up this backwood and I'm finna give it to your ass.
Well, I might like that too then.
So, hey, either roll pedals or backwood is how you know what we do.
Both.
Either way, it could be the play. I think it's a little bit more slower,
Yeah,
more
hey,
sensual. more,
it's gonna lead up to
more
that shit. We
thoughts
might go to an Anthony
into
Hamilton
it.
concert or some
Oh, I
shit.
would like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be
'Cause
wonderful.
you
I'm
can fuck
fucking
in the
after
car
that.
and
Yeah.
It would be good.
Yeah.
Like I've had some good sex in the car.
I ain't had nobody take me to a concert in a long
Especially when
time.
it's
But
raining too.
with
Oh
COVID
my
right
God,
now, you might
J-Bo,
not
don't
want
talk
that.
about the rain.
You get back. So, Mike Bell, what's your take on it, brother?
Yeah, Mike Bell, what's your take?
Well, I know
What you
he
like
got-
to
I
do?
know he got a
Oh,
take.
he took the
Going to see your
paws out. You know what the
paperwork.
fuck that means.
What that mean? What you
Hey,
like to
The
do?
paws out. You know what that
What
means.
you like to do?
y'all
What you be doing, Mike Bell?
No, man, it's
Diamond, Mike Diamond. I forgot.
it's nothing to it for me, man. Like there is clearly a difference between fucking and making love. When you fucking, I'm laughing at T Love over there, man.
T-Love,
Yeah, man.
Kevin.
when you making love, you share that energy and that connection, mentally and physically, and sometimes spiritually. You know what I'm saying? Depending on what level you on. And
Yes.
when you fucking, it's the opposite. You know what I'm
It
saying?
is
You
what it
just
is.
sitting there to handle your business, and you can be in love with somebody and fuck.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can fuck your wife or your girlfriend. You know, if that's just what, like a quickie. That's
Yeah.
fucking.
Like a little
We talked about quickies last show, I believe. You know, so fucking ain't necessarily a bad thing. You know, but
Yeah.
there is a difference. Clearly, you know what I mean? You may.
When you have a connection and when you don't.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to have a connect anyway, but it's just a different connection. You know, when you're making love, you know, it's more intense and in depth with the energy you sharing and how you going about showing your affection to one another that way. You know what I'm saying? But that's about it. You know, nothing detailed and
But
great.
with men,
Sound like you was thinking about
making
something just
love
now.
would definitely be with the woman that you love, right?
Exactly.
Huh?
Because with men,
Oh yeah.
What she said? I didn't even.
But she
With
said so.
men,
When
making
making love to a
love.
woman, it got to be to a woman
because
that
that's
we
the
love.
difference anyway when
Yeah.
it comes to you all. You know, the energy.
Does it?
The
What you say? So
time.
you can make love to any man?
Well, I don't know, because I mean, you know,
No, I can't.
I mean,
So
when you get, you know, you touch the holy water, you tend to.
You hit that bottom, it might be a different
tend
game. Now I
to,
love you.
know, the spirit
It went from
takes
fucking to
over.
love.
And you didn't know.
Yeah.
what takes over T Love?
The spirit, the love, the T-love spirit.
So let me ask you this question.
Go ahead, because I'm very
All
confident.
right, so
in
to quote
the whole
the famous Negro poet, 2 Chainz.
okay then.
2 Chainz.
I love bad
Titty boy.
bitches. That's a fucking problem. Yeah, I like to fuck. I got a fucking problem.
Yeah.
So when I look at that
He
and say,
married though.
okay,
Don't matter.
be what it is. So if I'm hearing you guys correctly, fucking is just merely the physical side of this thing, right? The physical act of it without any real emotional ties to it or any kind of sensual ties to it. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
And making love is the act coupled with sensual
Emotion.
movement, emotions,
Your mind,
Yeah.
feelings, and so forth.
your body,
So,
your soul.
and I ask this:
Because, baby,
if I have sex
You
with
might not
somebody
love
that I
them.
don't necessarily, I'm not necessarily in love with,
D-Bank.
but we do a slow, real intimate, sensual fuck session. Is that considered making love?
It's definitely,
It
in
might be
my
to them.
book, making love. I'm going to tell you why. Because D-Banks, I mean,
Look how slow
if
she
me
talking.
and you
D-Banks.
were to
I had that
be
effect on people.
intimate
I have that effect on
on
people.
that one-on-one, and you braced the holy water,
Brace all that woman
you
over
will
there.
be in love. And what happens is something goes over your body.
It's like
You start to touch right. You want to go to sleep. You know, it's just a certain type
You
of
fall asleep
motion.
in it. You just fall
And
asleep
you'll be
on it.
like, damn, I love
That's
this.
happened.
And you ain't even know.
so they just roll over and
And so
goddamn
it will
get in the fetal
become
position, be
from-
like, I love her.
Listen, it'll become
No, they
from
fall
fucking-
asleep
No,
on you.
your mind will say,
Fall
I'm gonna
asleep in
fuck
that
her.
pussy.
I'm gonna fuck the shit.
Fall asleep in it all the time.
But once I
Wake
touch
up
that
in it,
holy
fall asleep.
land, that water.
T Love, I absolutely adore you.
There we go.
Pam Ogaday says, if he's looking me in the eyes, kissing me passionately, caressing my face, and slow grinding, that's making love. So
Okay.
that's that sensual part that we talk about,
I
right?
like to be
Sexuality.
Now she
sensualized.
also said, now if we fucking face down, ass up,
That's the way I
while you
like to
choke
fuck.
me, slap my ass, or pull my hair.
That's making love.
That's some love making music right there.
Hey,
To me,
Pam.
it
You like that
is.
Hey
shit?
Pam,
Love me.
hey Pam, that's when he roll up that backwood, baby.
Hey, I like that. Backwood from the back.
And
Yeah.
so my thing is they're not mutually exclusive. I think that one can be what they are, right? Like I really truly believe that you can have rough physical love making sessions and you can have slow intimate fucking sessions.
Yeah.
No,
You-
you just
you know-
goddamn bored.
No,
I like both.
No.
Don't give me no slow fucking intimate session. That ain't fucking. That's making love.
Nah, because
Well, which one?
I may not have a physical. I may not have an emotional attachment to you. So,
So
I'm
there you
simply-
go. So that's your difference. That's your perception of making love and fucking.
Because I might like it slow.
Yeah.
And so I may
But
not
so-
want to
so-
just dog
so-
you out. That just might be my preferred
So with
method.
D
So,
Banks,
but we're still
everybody-
just fucking.
If he does not have an emotional connection, and I think that's with all men,
Right.
if you don't have an emotional connection or tie with this woman, it's not making love. It's just fucking.
Okay.
Right. But she might be making love.
Yeah.
Whether or not, I know they love their pussy. They still do.
Yeah, they gonna be making
We
love.
ain't
They
going
do
steady.
what they love.
We just be fucking
That's
around.
what it is.
We ain't going steady. So yeah, and you gotta make good points, and
Yeah,
then you know.
it's great, but damn, baby, we fucking around.
So No Name Nation,
You don't
give
buy,
us a
you only buy
call.
wings.
Let us know
Chicken
678,
wings and 871.
9602, y'all.
and let us know what's the difference between fucking.
And making
making
love.
Cause other than that, chicken wings and fries, we don't go on dates.
Yeah, that's about what it is for me.
And so, okay, and if that's the case, like,
Ain't
right.
lying.
Yep.
So you're not
Is that
going
what that
on
mean?
dates
That what
and
that
all
mean?
that.
Yep.
You just really just fucking,
Yep.
or just having physical contact. Can that ever evolve into, making love? You and this person just got a physical connection.
Oh, absolutely.
Definitely concerned with that.
I
Yeah.
mean,
The
I
physical
shit.
connection can definitely turn into
Yes.
something more emotional.
Yeah.
Even
you can
though
be
you-
fucking at first and not expect anything
Even though
to
you
come
set
out
the
of
precedent that we ain't got to go out. And
It
then the
don't
very
matter
minute
what you
start,
say. It's
very-
when you make it a habit, and it went from one time to 2 times to 3 times a week. Now we're establishing something more than just fucking.
You got a connection.
We got a connection.
You got that Luther.
We go together.
They know how
Hey.
to fucking keep on fucking.
All
Yeah.
right.
Hey.
Get no connection.
If
So-
it's a one-time thing,
So let me ask this question to ladies, and since y'all, I guess we got the. We've been blessed to have the most concentrated group of good pussy women in the goddamn galaxy. Because everybody that's on the feed and everybody in the show say they got the best pussy in the world. Make it fall in love.
I mean, just like y'all think y'all got the best dick.
I would never be so vain to say I got the world's greatest dick.
I never. said
You-
the
I'm in the
world's
top
greatest.
10, but I ain't.
So confident. So confident.
Might be as hell. I'm in the top 10. But I ain't gonna ever say I got the world's greatest dick.
He ain't got them.
But let me ask you this, ladies.
What you say? You ain't got what?
He ain't got them cuts though.
You
Ain't
don't
got
know
them
what he
cuts.
got.
All
He ain't
right.
got them veins.
Don't-
poking out.
don't-
I don't need them veins. I don't need them veins.
I don't know what that means.
Hey, don't let me tell my boy King Banks to take you to that back room and
Right,
show you
right.
something.
Backwoods in the back room.
Man,
Yep.
he grown, man. Great, they cut beef over here, man.
Look, and
I'm like that Wagyu
I'm
beef.
Okay, well you show me, I show you.
I'm like
Hey.
that. I'm like that Wagyu
Show and
beef over
tell.
here, boy.
Wagyu.
Yeah, you don't know nothing
Yeah.
about that Wagyu.
That
Yeah.
Wagyu beef, that Japanese Wagyu.
You don't know nothing about that Wagyu. See,
know
that
nothing about
shit.
That's that
See,
premium.
y'all still fucking with cube steak. I'm the Wagyu
like
beef,
cube
motherfucker.
steak.
That's my point right there.
Cube steak be
That's
good.
my
Be putting it
fucking
in
point.
gravy and licking it and
That's
sopping
my
it
fucking
on
point
up.
right there.
I'm a cube steak
So,
girl.
fellas, what does it mean, or what does that ass kiss or bite after sex mean?
I like
One more time.
What does that ass kiss or bite on the ass mean after sex mean?
I don't know. What does it mean?
You never had that done.
I've had it done, but I don't know what
Okay,
it means.
that's I said, fellas. What do you think that means? What does it
Is it
mean?
after you fucking her or after
Yeah,
you
I've gotten that bite on
After
that
you
wanna
get
know.
done, you
quite a few
might
times.
I want to know.
I don't know what that means.
you might
I
bite
don't know
you
about
might
doing
bite the
that.
peach.
You ain't been biting no ass.
Not eating the ass, like the biting the ass
biting
cheek.
it.
Yeah, like a little.
Look, it's like,
Or the
like,
pig.
it's like a cute
Like a-
kiss, like,
It's like, damn, that pussy was good, baby.
Yeah, like you get
Yeah,
up, like
like
she
pretty
still
much.
laying there in the juices because you not sleeping in the wet spot. You
Yeah.
get up, you like.
That's why y'all were doing on her
Why
side.
you on my
Nah,
side?
listen, that,
Do it
that is
on her
strategic as hell. Like
Nigga, you know
men
I
don't
did
mind coming over to your side of the
Wait a minute,
bed,
you know it's a
goddamn.
wet spot right here. You
Yeah,
on
I'm going back on my
I'm
side.
going back on my side.
Where the towel?
Hey,
That's the
that's
bed. You
we
gonna
just
use the
told
whole
a secret
damn
right there. We just told a
Oh,
secret,
and we're
goddamn.
gonna use the whole side of the bag. Guess what? We can use the middle
Or the
but
foot of
my
the bed.
side gonna be
Oh no!
good.
Hey, J-Bo.
You just
Hey,
know good and
the
damn
foot of the
well you
bed.
just lie down.
We're going to
I
the
like to
foot
do
of the
it in my
bed.
bed. I don't even like to do it in my bed.
We're going to the foot of the bed.
We going
And
to
then I'm
your
gonna
bed.
I'm gonna gently roll
Let me-
you over to
let's
your
go to
side.
your bed so I
I'm
can
gonna
mess
remember
it
what
up.
side I'm
Hey.
sleeping on.
That's why you get a king size
Ladies
bed.
out here,
That's
yes.
why you get a king
So when
size
your
bed.
man start trying to inch you on your side, y'all know what the deal is.
Yeah, he's just trying to.
Get
He's
back
not
on.
trying to sleep in the wet
Just
spot.
get his ass
He
back
don't
on
care. He'll
top,
sleep in the
on
wet
his
So,
side.
Mike Bell, what does a little gentle, the slight kiss on the ass or the bite on the ass after sex
I've
mean?
had that. What does it mean?
I mean, yeah, I'm guilty of that shit right there. You
What
know
that
what I'm saying?
mean?
For me, it was good.
That pussy
Oh.
was good, baby.
Good.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes
He got that good, that wet.
I'm guilty of doing that shit even if we ain't had sex or nothing like that. If you
Yo,
walking
freaky.
around the house in them boy leg shorts or some little outfit I like, I might just goddamn grab that palm and just bite that motherfucker like
You
give
gonna
a
hit
ni-
that peach butt.
Yeah, baby. Get that
how you
nectar
do it.
like
Like she's
baby.
scrambling eggs, huh?
Yes,
You
sir.
want some of these
Hey,
eggs?
petty man.
You want some
petty man.
eggs?
Petty man, what does it mean for you?
Yes.
She gonna technical difficulty. So I think what Mike said. It kind of is like a that was a good session.
Like a term of endearment.
Yeah, like that was a good session. That was this, that, and the
Okay.
third.
Listen,
kinda
I think I get a bite
without-
on the ass
without
every
saying,
time.
but,
I think that I'm doing something.
Without saying, baby, you brought it today. You just kind of like that, or that bite.
Shit,
that
baby,
nipple
you
on
brought
the-
your A game today.
Yeah,
Oh,
like,
is
shit.
that what that
Yeah.
means?
Every
Damn.
day you bring a
No, because every
No,
day,
not every
not
day you
every
bring
day.
your A game.
Every day is
Shit, you
not
might
set
be
up.
down tired. Every
And
day
every
ain't
session-
every
I'm gonna
day.
say every day is not an A game, but I believe that you should bring your A game. Now, me personally, I take it very serious because I'm a very sensual person.
All right.
And I mean, it could be 2 minutes, but it'd be the best 2 minutes. You understand what I'm
All
saying?
right.
Feel like an hour. Hell.
Every time it's like my first time.
So now you say you're a very sensual person, right?
I'm very sensual.
Are you into caressing, kissing, or what's your
I go off
You're
the
triggered
vibe. I go off the
Uh-huh.
energy. I go off the man.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? I mean, I go off the man.
so sensuality is important to you. It's so.
Well, I'm that automatic, so I'm gonna teach a man. It's a lot of men that don't have that. They don't have that effect. They don't know how to be sensual. They
Sometimes
don't
you
know how
gotta
to,
teach 'em.
caress and rub down. They don't know. So you have that woman who is like myself that does not mind giving a little,
Instruction.
whisper in your ear, "Hey, baby,
To the left.
slow it down just a little bit," or take your hand and caress it slowly, and I'm gonna rub.
Grab
you
my,
as well.
pull my
I'm gonna
nipples.
rub you down. The
Damn
way
it!
I
If you
would
don't
want
know to
done.
do that, I don't fuck with you.
Listen, they don't know, and it's okay.
I like that shit right there. I like that.
Like I want you to know that I like
Yeah.
that shit.
But
But
Like,
so, all right,
You tell me some
Hey,
shit.
and my girl
They don't
Pam
know.
said she okay sleeping in her own juices.
hell, it's mine. Yeah, that's how I
I
feel.
mean,
too.
yeah, you walk around with it all day long. I
Listen, you
imagine
ain't
so.
had a puddle like me. That air
Chasing
conditioning be blowing,
waterfall.
baby. You gonna have to. We gonna sleep in a dry spot.
So listen. Now you made a point about you got to know
I'm sleeping in a dry spot. I get too
that I
hot.
like my
Don't be
nipples
on me after that.
pulled or whatever, right?
Yeah, that's what I like.
But that may not be okay. So that there are varying degrees of nipple pressure. There's a slight touch. There's a tune in Tokyo.
Tune in Tokyo, my dude.
Whole nother shit.
I
Right?
haven't heard of these names.
The wax on, wax
yeah,
off.
wax on, wax
Some
off.
people
A little nibble, little suck, little
Yeah.
little
I
mama.
like my shit to be bit.
The lactation specialist.
Yeah.
All those things.
Yeah,
so
but how you lactate? Okay, go ahead.
I've lactated for a long time after I had Deja. And
so-
somebody told me they tasted milk. And I was
so
like,
yeah,
what?
so that's so now with that being said, the
I
man
didn't
may
know.
not know what your trigger is, right? So he
Right.
may be a heavy-handed tune in Tokyo guy.
Right.
Well, I'll guide,
be
like
right.
she-
And then, but what? Go ahead.
So I mean, so you say if he
you
doesn't know that, it may affect you wrong. So is that
It ain't
something?
gonna affect me wrong. I mean, I'm a very vocal person, so
Okay.
I'll tell you, pull them nipples, slap that ass. Some people don't want to slap the ass. Some people don't want to choke. Some people don't want to pull the nipples. They're afraid that they're gonna hurt you.
Yeah.
I got a high
choke.
pain
So you kind of like on that borderline of S&M.
I don't think so.
You just said you got a high pain.
High tolerance
I
for
think it's
pain.
normal,
Yeah.
but
You
I
think
just,
that's normal? You think it's normal?
Some like if,
Nah,
if it's
'cause
a
I'm
guy that
very
cares
soft.
about you, they
You got the cat of
like
nine tails.
a guy that I dated. He did not want to choke me, and I like the intensity of it sometimes. And he just didn't want to do it. He didn't want to slap me on the ass.
What's your safe word?
See, everybody's different.
What's your safe word?
Shit, in that case, she ain't have no safe word. I'm telling you what the fuck you need to do.
Well, she said she liked getting choked, but I promise you.
Not like in a, you get,
I don't like choking. However, it has to be, I don't know. You all have to know what you're doing.
Are you a one-hand choker or a two-hand choker?
just one hand.
Don't choke
Because I need your
me.
other
Don't put
hand
your
on the
hand around my
breast.
throat.
You want to? What
I
about
need
the
you
back?
still be
the,
trying
behind
to
the back
multitask.
choke.
Wanna
What
be
about
like
the behind the back choke?
Oh, yeah.
I've been
reach
in that
around.
That's in the
position
morning.
before,
Yeah, that's the
you
reach
know?
around.
Yeah.
And if a man is really into it and he's enjoying himself and he forgets that he has his hand around your neck, you can actually
Forget?
get choked
Yeah, you can
out.
get choked out.
And
That's why you have to have that safe word.
I've experienced that before.
Peanut
Not
butter.
no
Hey,
safe
peanut
word.
butter.
Hey,
Peanut butter.
T-Love, he'll know when your moan start to fade away. He'll know when to take your hand off your neck.
He
Or
give it before I do.
Your mom
He
go
give it
from
before
moaning
I
to
do.
wheezing.
Because I'm not moaning anyway. Because I'm like, why you got your hand around my neck?
Yeah.
Period.
So
Now, y'all
that-
getting
I
kinda-
don't,
this
I don't
shit
look
is-
at it like that. I look at it differently.
Put your hand on my titty.
He got to do both.
Yeah, this
You
shit
like to
is-
call it a while. You like that dog call.
No, just stay right there on
It's just like when it's a certain intensity, you know, you both about to come. It just mainly he'll listen. He'll lose his grip before I do.
Damn, that's crazy. This shit getting graphic, ladies and gentlemen. You tuned in to No Name
You gotta
After
look
Dark. You know what I'm saying?
I don't got no
You
look.
fuck around. Yeah, you
He'll
light
lose
skin.
his
You
grip.
light skin. You like you bruise easily too. You be around there with a turtleneck on in the
Sometimes.
summertime.
Hey, fuck around, choke. Hey, fuck around, choke Marissa. The next day you make her mad, she call the police.
I mean,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
Hashtag me too.
to me, it
They be on
turns
that hashtag me too in this motherfucker.
Hey, fellas, don't fall for that shit. She high yellow.
They are gripped down.
Hey,
like
she
a
high
rock
yellow.
wall,
You
like a
fuck
pit
around
bull.
choking
They
and
just-
be.
They
Fuck
get
around,
weak.
make her mad the next day.
They
I'm
get weak.
finna call the police, telling you choked me.
They get weak. They get weak.
Yeah, it's way graphic. I'm running out of room in my pants, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm saying?
You know
This shit is- it's pretty intense over here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
don't
man.
know.
You
I
know,
don't know.
all
I
the
don't know.
choking and the pinching, and you know, I'm like, ooh, okay, you know what I'm
he
saying?
right.
But you run out of room in your pants?
Yes,
Yes.
sir. Yeah, man. Yeah,
That
man.
means that.
Well, we
he's
know what the
poking
fuck
through
it
his
means,
underwear.
T-Love. We know what the fuck it means.
You run out of room for.
You got to know
You know the
when to
model,
hold
yeah,
up,
too much information.
know when to fold up, know when to walk away. You got to know when to run.
Yeah.
You got to count your
money.
while you sitting at the table.
There'll
Hey.
be time enough to
What you
count.
need both.
When the deal is done.
Hey, boy.
Who sings that song?
Kenny Rogers. Rest in peace, Kenny Rogers.
R.I.P. Kitty.
Yeah. You got to deal with the dealer, baby.
Yep.
Dusty Rose. Hey, man, come on now. Hey, so Pam Ogerday said that's her favorite. I guess
Reach
the
around.
dog collar. Yeah,
The
The
retch
dog
around.
collar?
the reach around.
Reach
Yeah.
around.
Okay.
Called the
Go,
wild.
Pam, go.
Yeah.
Go,
We
Pam,
love
go.
Pocahontas fat.
Fat Cat Pocahontas.
Fat
Yes.
cat Pocahontas.
We have not done. You got out of here the last time without giving us your porn name.
And you better
too.
think of your porn name.
Yes,
Goddamn
we
old.
want to hear your porn name,
Yes,
T-Love.
yes, yes. See,
You gonna have like 2,
you on
3
that
weeks to think
bullshit.
about it.
You on that
You a
bullshit,
subscriber
T-Love.
to porn.
Go on in that bathroom and think about
And
it.
people out there no name. I don't know why she would be going to the bathroom. People out there no name. Y'all come up with a porn name for T-Love while
What's
she think of
T-Love's
hers as well.
porn
What
name?
would my name be?
Yeah,
Oh.
what would T-Love name?
Oh,
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
let
yeah,
the No
yeah.
Name the podcast figure it out.
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah.
the After
See?
Dark cast.
See?
Yep.
Yeah.
Give me a
See?
name.
Yeah. See? All right. So listen, can a man really tell when a woman has had sex with another man?
Oh,
If
Tasty
so,
tea. Tasty tea. Is that a
what about a woman?
Oh, well,
What
that's
can
not
a
the-
woman tell?
little buddy, that's not the question.
No, I want to hear
We
this
gotta
answer
flip
to
it.
this
We'll
question.
get to that. We'll get to that. If you want to add, something to that.
We got to have our perspective.
Go ahead, D-Banks.
we will.
That's happened. I've tasted.
You tasted a rubber before?
No.
She takes another woman's stuff.
Yep.
How do you know?
How
Because
do
he
you
probably
know?
didn't wash his shit.
Nah, he ain't wash his mouth.
Oh.
Oh,
damn.
whoa.
You tasted it
okay.
off the mouth.
You
Damn.
tasted it out the
I
mouth.
kiss you when you walk in the door.
You got that
Oh.
cross contaminant.
I kiss you when you walk in the
You
door.
ain't
He
finna-
left in that flavor saver.
You
He
got
left in that flavor
bring that
safe.
mouthwash with
Like,
you.
if you're cheating,
He with that
you
flavor
gotta go
safe.
and eat the bitch pussy. Well, yeah.
They do that shit. They may act like they don't, but
But
when you
anyway,
find out
Hit
what
you
they
with
been
that
doing,
flavor.
I don't even know why
You
I
got a
you
little bit
thought
of
they
that,
was at work.
that flavor saver. So, fellas, can you really tell when your woman has had sex with another man? If so, how?
Are y'all listening?
I don't know. You probably can, but you can't. But you know, they say women are so good at hiding shit and
We
cheating
are.
and shit. You know,
Yeah.
you won't really know, especially if y'all doing it. You know, on a regular.
Yeah.
You can't be like, oh, this whole feel different.
Yeah.
Well, see, you know, we only feel that way, and I only say that is because if the man is, if our man is, well, I ain't gonna speak for me, but
man.
let's just say for any other women in general, if they have a man that is not the size of the man that they're cheating on with, you know, the man that they're cheating on, you know, with the
Shit
other-
got
The smaller
stressed out.
man.
Shit got
Exactly.
stretched
You got-
out.
Exactly.
You have been stretched out.
Could you tell?
Baby, your shit was tight this morning.
Because
Well, you know I got my
Yeah,
toys.
damn,
maybe
damn.
The only
because you
reason
got a
you'll
little
know
dick
if you
or-
and your significant other, your mate or whatever, y'all ain't been fucking, and so you get in there, it's already loose. What the fuck you been doing?
Well, what if you
with-
say you had a tampon on?
Nah,
Shit,
nah.
listen.
Now, what
I
if you
don't
say
think-
you used your toy before you came over?
Listen,
Oh,
Because
that's a good
sometimes
one.
in the
That's a good one,
morning,
lady.
after you leave,
as clairvoyant as most of you women like to be, and I don't think a man is that fucking clairvoyant.
SAT word.
I don't know that he's goddamn can go up in there and know that his woman been fucking. Now, if it's been, you've been locked up for 6 months, you've been on deployment for 6 months, you come back,
Yeah.
and you slide right in, it might be a
Kendra,
problem.
you hear
Yeah,
this?
that's
You
a
know,
well, you can
but-
always do the test.
Yeah.
What the
I
test?
always
what's the
do a
test?
smell test.
Oh.
And when I
But
tell
now,
you
yeah,
come
yeah.
over here so I can smell that,
So like your man can't come home with
Let me
a,
smell
with a
that
fresh
dick. Where you
with a
been?
fresh dove dick.
where you been? Let me smell that dick.
So he can't come in with a fresh dove soap.
You better not have
smelling
no
dick.
clean,
Old
fresh
Spice.
soap at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's a problem.
You gotta just take the
But what if he
warm-
had just
warm,
like the,
rag and wipe them.
the halfway the daytime sweat on his nuts.
I know
Yeah,
because I
swear.
do monthly checks.
So
They're
you-
random.
So you just gonna while you down there, you gonna go and put your mouth on
Listen,
there, right?
if you
I mean,
had-
you
Nah,
may
'cause
think
if
I'm
you-
doing
if you
something,
finna
but
smell-
I'm analyzing
But
something
But
else.
if you
But
smell
you may
it,
think,
if you
No.
finna smell my
No.
dick, you finna smell my
No.
dick.
no,
I'ma smell it.
Yeah.
no.
Go on and walk the
Go and put your nose right next to the ball.
It's a
'cause I'm going
distinctive
inside your
smell.
mouth.
Is what I'm saying.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
It's
okay.
distinctive.
You're not
So
finna
do
be
you
right.
think working
Okay.
balls
All right.
should
I
get
got it.
head?
Huh?
Working balls deserve head. They've been
No.
working all day.
But should they go and clean their balls before you
Nah.
get
Sometimes they
Do
don't.
you go? I
I
don't know what the fuck.
Sometimes they
I
do be
don't know
sweaty.
why y'all feel like working balls don't deserve head. They've been working all day.
If your balls been working all day
Like what the fuck?
and they have a whiff of musk, I don't want it.
That's just my man juices.
No, I want no man
That's
to-
all shit, baby. I
Yo,
ain't,
man,
I ain't
you
telling you
could-
to suck it.
I
You
want
come
to
open up.
You come home, you get in the house, you take your clothes off, your man come in, he go down on you. I just goddamn, you
And you been at work
you
8
been at
hours.
work, you got all goddamn cubicle pussy.
Y'all better wash your balls for y'all come in, especially if you been
Before
working.
we come in, so then you assume we fucking.
Man, listen.
Well, I'ma do the
listen,
test.
Listen.
I'm gonna do the smell test.
Hey.
So wash our balls before we
No.
come in, and then
I
you'll
think
be like,
men
oh, so
should
you
have
been
wipes
fucking.
for
No,
their balls. If
no.
you're getting ready to go over to
Ballwipes.com.
Do what now?
Now, you got your woman
Ballwipes.com.
fine.
Do what?
But a man, if you're dating
Uh-huh.
and you go over a woman's house, have some wipes for your balls.
Listen.
Get up
If
under
your
them nuts, because a
dude,
lot of y'all shaving,
if you listen,
you shaving your nuts.
if you go into
You
your
know?
dude's car
Tea
Man,
tree
it's
oil.
and he says,
Man,
I
it's
got ball wipes, he's gay.
He's
No,
not
he's
gay.
not.
I know
fucking
people
gay.
that are very particular and they keep
Right,
baby
got no
wipes
fucking
and they keep their
I
clothes
was
folded
upset
up in the
that. I
car
was
with
like,
their
baby, I'm
shoes.
so glad you wanted to get up under them
Who
nuts before
the
I took
fuck? Listen, I'm not.
You
gonna-
got baby
I
wipes in your car right damn now.
I
Don't
shower.
lie.
I don't have no fucking baby wipe. I shower all the goddamn time, and I do that, and I'm a clean person. But what I'm not doing,
Carry no baby wipes
is
around.
run around here with baby wipes. So when I get to the house, you can goddamn suck my work balls
No, I ain't talking about
before I take a shower. Get the fuck out
I
of
ain't
here.
talking about no baby wipes, baby, because come on.
Well, I mean,
What
whatever.
kind of
I
wipes you
don't-
talking
I don't-
about?
I'm just saying they need,
said
it
ball
need to be
wipes.
some different type
Whites
of
and
wipe.
white.
Man, ain't
Y'all
nobody.
need- no, I
man.
need to come
if your
out with
dude
ball
got
wipes.
that ball
for men.
and only gay guys are buying
For
that shit.
men.
No, I done see my niggas that I hang with, and I see the bitches they run through. They have
it's bitches
baby
out here
wipes.
that don't
If
That's because they fucking
if
2-3
your
women
dude
in the
got-
same day.
If
That's
your
why.
dude got ball
Hey,
wipes,
dudes.
then he fucking regular.
What?
He fucking multiple holes at one time.
Okay, well look.
I had a
if
You
gotta get that FDS.
If you got a guy
take the hot
that
towel
got
and wipe your
wipes,
balls off
and
because
you
they
talking
been
about
To
working.
do
you
what?
seen it
When I
when
come
he
home from
born.
work?
There's
Yeah,
nothing wrong with
before-
having baby
Now,
wipes
if-
in your
listen,
car.
if I-
You might need
if-
to
if-
shit somewhere, and you might need some
Oh,
baby wipes.
everybody talking at the same time.
Listen, if I do manual labor, if I'm a construction worker or a guy like that, and I'm outside in the elements and the heat, I pave roads or I'm in construction, I may see your point. But if I work in a corporate setting where I'm in an air conditioning fucking cubicle, hey, I come home.
When I take
I'm
this tie off,
I'm taking my tie off, take my
Unbutton his
belt
shirt.
off, unbutton my shirt,
Suck
get out
it,
my
baby.
slacks.
suck it, baby.
Come suck these work balls. I'm not going to shop. No, I'm not doing that. As a matter of fact,
Work balls.
I think that after workout sex is some of the best fucking sex, or just you done got
Well,
you.
that's both of y'all sweating. Okay, fine.
Okay, so but
That's
you not
fair.
advocating going in and
Because
there
I'm not gonna,
and washing
I'm
your.
not gonna be sucking dick. Then if I just worked out with you, we not gonna we just gonna be fucking. That's the type of thing.
Excuse
like
me.
if I
So you don't
my
have
man-
limitations on what we finna do.
No, listen, it goes back to fucking.
I ain't gonna have no limitations
It goes back to
sometimes.
fucking and making love when you have a man that you are with.
T-Love, when you having sex, you don't really, and when you
like-
in the moment, you ain't really thinking about all
Crazy as
that.
hell. I have.
What? You say what?
You know me.
If they smell like
If
sour
your nuts
grapes,
stink, I'm gonna tell you.
But listen,
You gotta get that FDS, that funky dick spray. You know what I'm saying? That's what you need.
You need to come up with
Get that
If
that's a
FDS.
good one.
hey man, but I'm just
you
saying.
ain't
Like,
got the spray, they don't want the
hey,
white.
but
so get the spray.
but at the end of the day, like, listen, I can't have sex with you, and all of a sudden we got what we do when we get out of the shower, but we can't do it now because we just got through working out. Now I might want to come out your pussy and put it in your mouth, and I might have just got out of goddamn doing 50 sets of push-ups.
And so if
You
she
gonna
say
take-
no, if
you
she
gonna
say
take
no,
the
then
push-up
what?
balls.
If she say no, then what?
We got a problem.
And why is it a
Houston,
problem?
we have a problem.
Well, you know what? Guess
You
what,
finna take-
motherfucker? You ain't landing.
Well, that's the reason why I am who I am.
And you are.
And I don't have them problems because I go ATM.
No, you make sure
Let's hear
Ass to mouth.
Ass to mouth.
Keep all that shit in control. See, that's the problem right there. You ain't been ATM yet.
Uh-oh.
See, you way too fucking vocal.
If you
You
asked
way
about
too
me, it's
fucking
because,
vocal.
Listen, niggas said the shit was so good I had to taste it too. Okay, anyway, move along.
Oh.
Yep. Get it.
Oh. Oh.
That's the whole thing. So
Moving along.
I tell you like this. Oh, okay. So I'll tell you like this, ladies and
Said,
gentlemen.
hit that. My God.
My
I
work
love the background,
balls
by the way.
lives matter too. Work balls matter too.
It does.
What?
When you go out here
Work balls matter too.
and you get through your day, work balls matter too.
What?
Black Lives Matter and
Yeah,
work
I
No,
balls.
We
don't
appreciate
do
y'all.
that.
We appreciate
That's a
y'all.
desecration.
We appreciate y'all rocking with us. We're gonna give our outro. T-Love, tell the people where they can find you at, baby girl. And always, we thank you for being here, love.
Oh, yes. I mean, oh my goodness.
Get your adult
already
onesie
over
on.
too soon. Y'all follow my page at the T Love Experience. That's the _T Love_experience. Make sure you stay true to yourself and love somebody. Give somebody some love, y'all, okay?
Miss Riz, Miss Ready Red.
Oh, Miss Red Red. Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. Hey, I just want to say this week it's been something else for all of us. We're all in this together. All I can say is, despite what's going on, feed your mind with something positive. Feed your mind with something positive. When you wake up, feed your mind with something positive, because there's so much negativity going on out there. You get confused on what's right, what's wrong, what's going on, and who are you. Feed your mind with something positive. Thank God that you woke up. Thank God. I'm your girl, Marissa, with MarissaSellsAtlanta.com.
You didn't say you Ready Red.
That's After Dark. Take
This
that,
is
take that.
this is after that. J-Bo, what you got, bruh?
Hey,
Smell them balls too, girls, when they get home.
yeah, do that. Hey, so Hey, I appreciate that one phone call we got in from Pop Senior. You know what I'm saying?
I loved it.
Appreciate the comment. I appreciate y'all tuning in. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're right here with us. Also, tune in on Wednesday, Petty Sports. Tune in on Friday, 808 The Beat.
Hey.
And then look out for my guy, Petty Man. What it is?
Petty Man broadcast.
Watch for the hook.
Watch for the hook, man. Hey, you never know when. Hey, you gotta have that hot light on to know when he's on, man, because he could pop up anytime.
Pop up on you.
Shit, hey, and for all my black brothers, man, make sure y'all stay safe out there, man. And hey, what's my saying? Put that shit on or put that shit up, man. I'm out.
Mike Bizel. What it do? DJ Mike Bizel, Mike Diamond.
Mike Diamond. That what they say.
Hey, we appreciate everybody tuning in for the show tonight. Kings Broadcasting brought you another edition of No Name the Podcast. We appreciate everybody, man. We just cannot thank you guys enough for starting those watch parties. Go join the page on Facebook, No Name the Podcast. Go to Instagram. Go YouTube and join Kings Broadcasting Studio on Facebook. All that, man. You can go on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Periscope. Go to www.kingsbroadcasting.com. Join the email list. Donate some money. If you like what we're doing and you want to support our cause and what we do here, no donation is too small. You know what I mean? So, tough times don't last always. Stay strong and keep fighting. You know, it's a lot going on out here, man. My city on fire right now. You know what I'm saying? The country, actually. And you got people in charge that just really don't give two shits. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker 45. I'm not even going to go off into that. But take care of yourself, like Jay both said. Be safe as you can. Protest peacefully, where warranted. And, God willing, the creek don't ride. We see you next time. ATL.
So again, we coming to a close of a great show. I'd like to thank my panel of distinguished guests: Marissa Sells Atlanta, J-Bo the
Ain't no guest.
Well, my panel.
Sorry.
Marissa Sells Atlanta,
Hey.
J-Bo the Deacon,
Yes.
Mike Bell, and our guest, our honored guest, T Love. And the man behind the mix over there, Petty Man himself, Mr. King's Broadcasting, for allowing us to come in and do another unforgettable show with highlights. Unfortunately, this show had a sad overtone about it, with the state of our country, but it's needed. Change is definitely needed. Changes are coming. In order to evoke change, a lot of times you got to have civil and social disobedience in order for motherfuckers to hear what you got to say. The squeaky wheel gets the oil, all that good shit, right?
Yeah.
So until they hear our voices, until they hear them of their own free will, then rise up and make the shit loud. Make it known that we're unhappy. Fuck them all. Hey, man, it's your boy DB.
Say it loud,
man.
I'm breaking up.
We
Black and I'm
checking
proud.
out, man.
That's
But
what I
listen,
was just
man.
gonna say.
At the end of the day, we are still fighting a epidemic, a pandemic.
Hey.
And that pandemic is almost June. It is June 1st today.
You a Gemini.
COVID-19 is real.
Shout out to all the Geminis out there.
COVID-19 is real. It's hot outside.
I got my shorts on.
So if your lady is suffering from COVID-19, I keep telling you to keep her ass in the house.
Cause it's Dick 'em Down
It's dick 'em
2020.
down season, and they out here looking for your
Just don't
lady.
tell them you love them.
Don't tell
Make
them.
Kiss
sure
him in
you
the
dick 'em
mouth.
down.
Kiss them in
It's
the mouth,
Dick 'em
no
down
chest
season.
chest.
Regulate your shit. How about
Yo,
that?
boy,
Can't stick
DB
down
told
everybody.
you heard me say it.
Hey.
We out this motherfucker, man. No Name the Podcast. We appreciate y'all, man. We regulate this day, man.
Yeah, we don't
We don't own the right to
Hey.
this music, but we own the right to rock out to it. Yeah.
COVID-19, dick 'em down season is coming.
And we got the antivirus to it. Dick 'em down
Oh, you
2020.
got the antivirus.
Dick 'em down 2020, baby.
Before they start to clown, I
Hey.
best pull out my strap and lay them busters down.
They got guns to my head. I think I'm going down. I can't believe it's happening in my
I gotta lose
hometown.
some weight. This is a goddamn shame.
Let me
You see my
contemplate.
arms?
I glance in the cut and I
What the
see
fuck?
16 in the clip and
I don't give a damn. I'm
Say what?
detox. I'm master cleansing.
Go vote, everybody. I got my early
Everybody
ballot
vote.
in the mail. You know what I'm saying? So I will be sending it off next week. You know what I'm talking about?
Let's
so
do
yeah,
it. Let's remind
do
them
the
to
damn
do it
thing.
too. Yeah. Get it, T-Love. Get it, T-Love. Hey,
T-Love
squat
in
it
here
out,
backing
squat
that
it out.
thing up, y'all.
Back that thing up. Back it up. Back it up.
Big girls back it up too.
T-Love still ain't give us that porn name.
T-Love, what's your porn name?
Tasty tea.
Tasty tea.
Sweet tea. Sweet tea.
Sweet tea.
Sweet tea.
Sit back and observe. I
She
just
like,
slept
hey,
again.
she old goddamn on the palm.
Yeah, who don't
Yeah.
like sweet tea, goddamn?
Everybody loves sweet tea. With some lemon in it, some sugar.
N-A-T-E.
Gotta have that sugar, goddamn.
Just like I thought they were in the same spot, in need of some desperate help. But Nate Dogg and the G-Child were in need of something else. One of them names was sexy as hell. I said, ooh, I like your size. She said my chords broke down and just sing real nice. Would you let me ride? I got a car full of girls and it's going real swell.